Are you having trouble signing up consistent clients for your life coaching business, but you don't really know what's going on? Well, then this video is for you.
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey there, my friend. I'm Super Sid, the Marketing Shaman, and I help life coaches and healers go out there and create and generate their first or next 10K paydays, where they go out there and generate $10,000 for their life coach and healing businesses in 30 days or less using profitable presentations. And in today's video, we're specifically going to be going over one of the most important parts of your life coach and healing business, which is classified as your perfect client avatar. In this video, we're going to be going over what your perfect client avatar is, or I'm going over how you can create one and how you can use this perfect client avatar in your life coach and healing business to start attracting more clients to you every single week so that you can sign up more paying clients for you for your life coach and healing business every single week, and that you can make more money. Without any further ado, let's go on into the training. I'm going to go through this exercise with you and kind of go through how we break down this exercise. You're going to have a sheet down here below that is going to help you with, of course, drawing out your perfect avatar. And as I'm drawing out this perfect avatar, I kind of want to go over why this is so important, right? I'll never forget, my wife and I, we go out and we speak a lot. And it gives us a great chance to meet a lot of people. And, when we were first going through this exercise, we, recognized specifically that there was a very specific, narrow person, very targeted person that we wanted to help, right? And we understand that generalists typically don't make any money. It's the specialists that make a lot of money. And usually when you're a specialist, that means you're helping a finite amount of people. Not finite, but a smaller group of people, right? It's very targeted. And you're solving very specific problems, right? You're not just making people feel happy. You're actually going, it's not just happiness you're there after. It's a very specific, right, thing that's getting them to happiness, right? So it's literally like, we really want to identify specifically, and I always do this when I go over this exercise, but the who, what, when, where, how kind of exercise of meeting our clients where they're at. We talked a lot about that in our desires training, of meeting them where they're at, kind of at a psychological level, because again, we're going to be their guide. Remember, in their eyes, just like you in the first training we went over in this video, right? They're at a place, they want to get to another place that's going to help them, right? Get to their goals. You're going to play that guide to get there, right? So what we want to make sure that we do is we understand specifically who we're meeting here, where they're at, so that we're consistently talking to those people on every single day. So we're going to, right after we get into this training, we'll start talking about our messaging, but this right here is going to help us nail our messaging right early on and fast on, help get a lot of eyeballs, seeing a lot of our messages and a lot of our communications, and getting a lot of people wanting to watch us, wanting to see us, and ultimately come to our profitable presentations and ultimately get our help. So it all starts here, okay? So on your sheet, what you're going to see is there's going to be a box, and I'm just going to go into a paragraph, and it's going to go over specifically what we want you to do. But just so, for full transparency, we'll draw the box down here. So what I want you to do, I'll never forget when we were speaking at a lot of those events, me and my wife, we would have a lot of people that would come up to our table and want to chat with us. And, there's two very distinct people. I could, and it got to the point where I could identify after doing this, practice specifically, right? Specifically, like who fell in this perfect client, was ready to go now, and I was able to understand and know specifically who I was after. Where some people would come up, and I could also on the other side recognize these are not my perfect client, they're not a good fit, we need to go to the next person. So it's really, really important, because we don't want to look to sign up everybody. We want to look up to sign up the people we can help, and this is going to help us, know the perfect client that we are looking to go out there and find on a day-to-day basis. So when we're breaking this down, and we went through all the emotional stuff, we went through the goals and where they want to get to and all of that fun stuff. Now what we want to do is I'm going to let you know, I am not a good artist. I draw stick figures. That's what I'm going to be drawing here. But ultimately, I'm going to show you kind of what we want to do. When I draw out my client, I am understanding, right, specifically what I want. So I'm going to start out, obviously, with, they're going to have those stick figures, right? So the first thing I'm wondering, is it going to be a man or a woman, or is it going to be both, right? So I work with man and women. But what I know is I'm going to sit here and what are the specific places they're going to be? Well, a lot of the men and women I'm going to be working with are just going to be becoming a life coach. Now, I understand, right, that I'm going to be working with people who are becoming a life coach, and that could either be through just getting certified, or that could be through they're just not going to get certified, they're just going to start helping people, right, with the three core markets of health, wealth, and relationships. right? So they want to, they're just going to become, so I understand they're just coming to relationships. Where when they're becoming a life coach and they're becoming an entrepreneur, I understand there's probably a decent amount of fear, confusion. I understand there's overwhelm, right? So I'm literally getting into like the mind, right, of where they're at and what are they thinking. Now, where are they going? Where are they hanging out? Because ultimately, if I'm able to understand where they're hanging out, guess what? I'm going to know specifically where I can go and start introducing myself, getting in front of them and start talking to them about the problems they have, right? So we understood the problem that they have. So what is that problem that they have, right? So we're just going to put the problem. The problem they're having is they got overwhelmed, they got confusion, they got fear, right? Another problem they have is, right, they're scared they're not going to be able to, they just spent all this money on life coach certification and they don't know if they're going to be able to make their money back. Right? So they're in this kind of like, I just spent all this money. How long is it going to take me to make it back? Right? And that's kind of like where their mindset is. Also, they're looking at their first, like, for me understanding, a lot of what they're looking for is just around making money as a life coach. So if you notice, a lot of my content talks a lot about your first or your next 100K. Why? Because that's what they're thinking. So I'm consistently putting out messaging and things to them that they understand, and understanding specifically what they are thinking, where they're at, and they will then put specific words and phrases in front of them that are going to make them stop and look. That's the goal here. So anyway, so we want to know what movies are they watching, right? So maybe they're into specific movies, and what I mean by that is maybe they're depressed and they're watching a certain type of movie, right? So that emotion is going to cause them a certain thing. But you also know that if they're watching certain types of movies, they might be in certain groups, they might be talking about on certain forums, they might be in places where you can go find them. So that's why we want to know this. What TV shows, right? What books, right? But on the other side of that, now that you know kind of like the psychological profile, there's another side of this. I want you to literally draw out what they look like, right? Their hair. Do they wear glasses? Their complexion, right? I want you to know how much they weigh. Like, I want you to know their demeanor as far as personality, right? So we want to know their hair, right? Weight, and some, their mindset in a lot of characteristics, right? You want to know, so you're going to draw out, and then after you identify all this stuff, then what I want to do is I'm literally going to go in here and I'm going to draw it out. Now, I promise you not, right? I literally, when I think of a lot of people that I work with, and I draw this out, they have a specific hairstyle, they have a specific haircut, they have a specific, do they wear glasses, do they not wear glasses, right? What is their skin complexion? I will literally, I'm a horrible artist, but I will start drawing this stuff out. Now, this is not my perfect client avatar, but I'm just doing it as an example. I will literally, if they have long hair, they're going to have long hair, right? If they wear glasses, they're going to get glasses, right? Do they smell? Do they stink? Literally, what is it? What kind of shoes do they wear? Are they dressed up? Or are they kind of in raggedy kind of jeans, right? So where they're kind of in raggedy jeans. Or are they dressed up in pinstripes, right? Are they wearing a collared shirt? Are they in a hoodie, right? That was actually pretty good. I went from collared shirt to hoodie. Hey! Right? Are they in a collared shirt? Or are they in a hoodie, right? How are they dressed? What is their demeanor? Where are they hanging out every day? Are they going and are they hanging out, at the bar every day? Or are they hanging out at the library every day? Are they working an entrepreneur? Are they, are they working a 9-to-5 job? I understand that a lot of the life coaches that I'm working with also have full-time jobs, or they're trying to make their first $100,000 so they can make this full-time. Again, understanding that piece, I'm going to know that right now they're probably corporate, but they want to get to that. So that's going to make me understand I might find them in places where there's a lot more corporate people. Right? So ultimately what this exercise is going to help you with, and I want you to really sit down and take a few minutes to really draw this out and do these 3 steps, right? The psychological profile, the mindset, right? How are they feeling? What are their emotions? And then specifically the physical profile, right? I want you to draw out that physical profile, and then I want you to draw them out. And what this is really going to help you do is you're going to start noticing when you're going out there and you're looking for people and you're talking to these specific people every single day, right, that you are going to start identifying specifically who's the perfect clients and who are not. And it's going to help you alleviate chasing after a lot of people where you just don't know if they're a good client or they're not. We really want to define who this perfect client is. Now, once we get done and we draw them all out and they look like a stick figure like this, right, we specifically want to give them a name. Right, so we specifically want to give them a name, and obviously I'm just going to put my name here so I don't put a name up here that somebody doesn't like, but we specifically want to give them a name. That's very, very important, because by giving them a name, right? We're going to be specifically talking to this person every single day. Are you a life coach looking to sign up clients consistently? Well, I just came out with a brand new guide that goes over the exact life coach launch system that I mentioned here in this video. That's a 3-step selling system where life coaches are going out every single week and signing up new clients with profitable presentations. So you can just click on that link down there in the description and you can grab this free, right, 100K Life Coach Launch Guide right now. And don't forget, we all win when we all win. I choose to win today and I hope you choose to win by going down there and clicking on that free link down there below so you can grab your free copy of this 100K Life Coach Launch Guide. We'll see you in the next video.